Now here the problem is sketch the curve y is equals to x cube minus 4x. So what we do here, we will factorize this. So y can be written as, I will take x common, so it become x square minus 4. And I will further factorize it, it will become x times x minus 2 times x plus 2. Now I have to sketch this curve. Okay. So what I observe that this function has three critical point. Now critical point means where it cut the x-axis. So if I take x0, if I take this x0, this whole expression will become 0. That means my y value will be 0. So y value will be 0. So one point, this is one point which is on the graph. Now second, if I take x is equals to 2, so suppose 2 is here. So x is equals to 2 is another critical point, or I can say that is another point where my y becomes 0. And similarly, there is third point called minus 2. At minus 2 also, we get the y value 0. Okay. Now, if you observe, if you observe for any value of x which is more than 2, okay, you will find that all these three factors will be positive and therefore y is positive. So what I conclude that beyond these two, my y value is positive. Beyond this, my y value is positive. Okay. So my graph could be something like this. Okay, beyond point 2. Now, between 0 and 2, okay, if I see between 0 and 2, so between 0 and 2, my x value is positive. My x plus 2 is also positive. But between 0 and 2, this x minus 2 is a negative value, and hence the product of these three will be negative. So between 0 and 2, what I observe that my value is negative. So here I can get a curve like this. It will go like this. Okay, between 0 and 2, this is negative. Now between 0 and minus 2, if I see between 0 and minus 2, now between 0 and minus 2, this x value will be negative. Between 0 and minus 2, this is also negative. And between 0 and minus 2, this is still going to be positive. So minus minus positive. So on this side, I will get a positive value. So it will be something like this. Okay. Now why I am taking turn? Because at minus 2, I need to come here because my y value is 0. Okay. Then finally, when I take a value which is less than minus 2, so I find that this x value is negative, this x minus 2 is negative, and this x plus 2 is also negative. So here I will get a curve like this. So here, this is my graph for y is equals to x cube minus 4x. This is just an a rough indication. If you want to draw a perfect graph, then in that case you have to find out derivative, you have to differentiate it and find out the turning points as well. Thank you.